Next to speak to us will be our assistant men's basketball coach, Jason Segi, who's pinch hitting for head coach Dick Paith today. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, thanks to everybody for coming today and obviously supporting our program here. In regards to our men's basketball program, we are now almost a month into the season here, and it is game week for us, with us having 3 contests here to start our year, with the opening at UNI this Wednesday, and then also hosting our tip-off tournament this weekend, Friday and Saturday, here on campus in Levick Arena. And with that being said, the first month of practice has been good for us. We have a great returning group of guys after graduating some really good seniors from last year's group that advanced to Sweet 16. And we've used the first 4 weeks of practice to get better at some things that we definitely need to improve on. So we've been leaning on those returning guys for leadership, trying to get the new guys into the mix with what we're doing and up to speed with what we're doing offensively and defensively. And we've had a couple of good scrimmages along the way as well. We had an opportunity to scrimmage here on campus as well as scrimmage at Gustavus Adolphus, and 2 different scrimmages that definitely exposed us and opened our eyes to some things that we need to continue to get better on in practice. And with that being said, we're looking to hopefully get off to a good start this week with all 3 games that we have, and things are going to be fast and furious here for us through the first month of the season, with us having some great non-conference contests as we get prepared for our Iowa Conference opener here in later November. So we're excited about the opportunity that we have in front of us this year to build off of last year's success, and we feel we have a great group of guys along with some new guys that can really do some great things for our program this year.
So with the graduation of all 3 starting guards last year, and with that graduation in general, how is the guard depth, specifically at point guard, where we saw Cam Cakebush and Nick Weber almost exclusively last year, going to be a factor heading into this season?
Yeah, that's an area that with the graduation of Nick Weber, obviously he played the bulk of the minutes at our point guard position with Cam Kickbush backing him up, and Trevor Larson saw some action in games last year when Nick had an injury and we had some other illnesses and things like that. And so we think that the depth at our point guard position is going to be very solid this year, with Cam having the opportunity to hopefully step into a bigger role for us there. And then Trevor and then Camry Moore are guys that we've been taking a look at the backup point guard position there, and they've been doing a really nice job. Each guy brings a little bit different aspect to the table for us, so we're just kind of trying to figure out which guy is going to provide the best opportunity for us, and it might be against the competition that we're playing too. But Cam's going to step into that role, and then we also have some good depth behind him that we think could be a good asset for us.
Jason, after going 500 in the league and then getting on that run into the NCAA tournament and then making a run there in the tournament a year ago, just what impressed you most about the way that team came together? And do you feel that it can be kind of a springboard into this season?
Yeah, we want to use the momentum that we developed at the end of last year and the finish that we did have. The group of guys last year, we felt like we were finally really healthy at that point of the season, which is hard to believe with it being in the last week of the year. But we got everybody back on the court together and healthy and playing together, and we really felt that the guys bought into what we've been doing the whole year. And I think that showed a lot about the character of our guys, that we were able to go on the road and win 3 games in the conference tournament last year, and then go into the NCAA tournament and use the momentum that we had from the conference tournament and be able to have the success that we did. And it came from a lot of different guys. It wasn't just one individual or a couple of guys. It was a lot of different guys that contributed in that success. And we think that we have a group of guys returning that have played big roles in that last year, and that they can do some really good things for us this year. So we're definitely looking to build off of the success that we had at the end of the year last year. Our guys are excited about that too. They know that they had a taste of the success that we had, and it makes them hungrier for what we have in front of us. So we think it's really going to be a motivator for our guys this year.
So you guys have some key seniors returning, namely Nate Wasty. He's been a big part of the rotation all 4 of his years. With the graduation of guys like Nick Weber, Jordan Cannon, how has he stepped up in terms of a leadership role on the team this season in comparison to last year, and how do you think that's going to factor?
Yeah, Nate's done a great job for us during his 4 years here at Wartburg, and to build off of last year, he was obviously a huge piece of what we were doing, and now he has the opportunity to be more of a vocal leader for us. Last year he had some seniors ahead of him or with him that were guys that were maybe a little bit more vocal in practice and vocal in games and things like that. Nate has the opportunity to step in and assume those responsibilities, and Nate puts it all on the line every single time he steps on the floor, and so the guys respect what he's doing in practice and in games, and so he's got the respect of our guys to be a vocal leader for our program, and that's something that he's done in practice and for our scrimmages. And we keep talking to Nate to continue to build on that role, because his voice does matter with what we're doing, and our guys will respect what he's saying, and obviously it means something when it's coming from Nate. So he's done a great job of building off of that, and we're looking for him to be more of a leader on the court and in practice this year too.
So with the play of Jaron Sabis off the bench last year, namely as a scorer, second on the team, last year was an all-conference selection, what are some of the things we can expect to see from him in the starting lineup this year, potentially?
Yeah, Jaron was our second leading scorer and averaged only about 18, 19 minutes a game last year. So obviously he does some great things on the offensive end of the floor. And, we're looking for Jaron to continue to develop to help us in the rebounding side of things. We weren't a great rebounding team last year, and Jaron has the capabilities to be a very good rebounder, whether it's on the offensive or defensive end. And then to continue to become a better defender. With what we want to do offensively and defensively, Jaron's flexibility and athleticism and overall ability to play guard multiple positions and to do different things offensively, we're expecting a lot of things out of Jaron, and more of a well-rounded game this year rather than just his ability to score, which we all know that he can do.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.